Alright, let's see. Refresh that. Wait for stream to start going. Hope that within 15 minutes it doesn't decide to fucking drop off the side of the earth. Let's see. Refresh that again because apparently that's just not good enough. There we go. Save that. How does that look? Huh, that's actually not too bad. I don't think I've ever actually looked at that. Weird. Alright, that should be fine. I think all that's set up. Alright, boom. We're back. Ended up doing some waterworks and some zigzag. I just decided not to stream zigzag because it's just like a quick dungeon. Surprisingly, I got all of the zigzag gear aside from the deck and the Athame pretty fast. I got the, where is it at? I got this guy right here, which is super cool. I got that 2% outgoing. I'll put some square jewels on later on. That'll be nice. I don't have any. I haven't really set up my gear, but I think too much. But I think I'm going to stick with like the Vibrant Chieftain's helmet rather than the Waterworks stuff, just because it gives me like 1% more power pip. Actually, that's a good question. Why am I not using this? This is just overall better. Oh yeah, maybe it's just full Waterworks gear for right now. The robe is honestly not that great. Just because I, right now, don't need accuracy. I need power pip. So, I guess you could say farming zigzag was worthless, but... You know, it's cool to have, like, the zigzag robe. I have a mass prism if I need it. I don't think I will, but... It's something. I mean, honestly... Now that I've got that, like, plus... What was it? There you go. Also, I got a savory hat from... farming a little bit. That was pretty cool. Farmed for that for a while back in the day and never got it. Since I've got the 5+ accuracy from that, I don't know, I might swap over to this just so I can have some better hitting stats, better crit. I'd only lose 1% power pip, but right now I think I'm at 91. Yeah, right now I'm at 91 power pip chance. So that doesn't matter. Once I hit level 65, I'll throw on the side staff and then I can mess around with my gear more. But for right now, this is just the build. I might actually swap over to the zigzag robe. Just because I like the look of the robe. It's got nice and gold and shit like that. I don't know why my boots... Well, first of all, my legs aren't attached to my boots. But second of all, the back of my boots are brown and then the front of them are white, which confuses me. But yeah, I think I'm just going to continue questing. Hopefully I can, like, finish up Celestia today or something. Feel free to let me know if the stream drops. I feel like it's probably going to have to be something I deal with. And since I don't stream much anyway, I'm just going to let it be. Until I decide that I want to try and get new internet again. But yeah, farmed for a good bit, got some good drops. I bought the bygone stuff from the bazaar. Hey, what's going on, Overlords? How you doing? Got the bygone stuff. Oh, that's a Gurtok amulet. That's not what I thought I had equipped, is it? Actually, yeah, this is the one I want to equip because I want that triangle slot. The square sockets are pretty useless at this level. And, you know, if this were crit, I'd maybe consider it, but... No, it's, I've got that full 15... I've got 17 accuracy now with that robe. 86 damage, which is not bad. 40 resist. Currently trying to make a new pet. I think I'll get rid of this. And what is this? That was level 50 here. Let me throw this on here. Do main set. What is it? This is my healer set. Currently just like level 50 hat until I get to level 61. Level 30 robe and boots from Zeus. The wand, I don't really have a good healing wand at the moment. I decided to get these like level 56 stuff. And then obviously that Jewel of the Virtuous Soul. plus my awesome little healing pet. Deck doesn't really matter because I don't have anything good for it. But I had like 87 outgoing. It was pretty crazy. I'm good just playing a bit of Lego Fortnite Odyssey. What? I didn't know Lego had a Fortnite version of that. That's interesting. Who do I have to kill? Hydromex. I'm gonna let these guys walk around a little bit. Let that life guy get the hell out of there. But yeah, my plan is, hopefully, to quest to the end of Celestia either today or by the next stream, and then I'll probably just drop off the face of the earth with my life playthrough for a little while. I need to get back to, what's it called? I need to get back to my Subnautica no walking challenge. I kind of took a bit of a hiatus from that in between moving and going out for a funeral and just getting settled in my new place. But yeah, aside from that, it's not been too bad of a past couple of weeks, not been too bad of a past couple days. I'm just gonna be moving forward. Apparently, either, what the hell's her name? Either Calypso or some other boss, some life boss at the end of the Crustacean Empire, are the only two of the only 3 bosses that drop shark teeth. So I'll be getting familiar with them and learning to, you know, learning how to farm them. I'm life, so it might be easier for me to just fight Calypso, but we'll see. I'm gonna wait till I get into another fight with like 2 more of these ice guys. I don't want to have to like... Oh wait, this isn't a defeat and collect. That doesn't even matter. Alright. Cool. Cool. Plus, I got my nice little 7 pip deck right here, so I can just empower into a crit forest lord. I love the fact that you can now buy jewels from the bazaar, because like I really didn't want to have to go and try and craft a bunch of fucking jewels, and luckily there's like 32 like level 55 life crit jewels, which again it only gives me like +4 to my crit, or +4% or whatever. But I mean that's 12 extra crit that I wouldn't otherwise have, since I don't tend to use jewels too often. What's up, stupid freaks? How you doing? I hope you're having a good Mother's Day, whether or not you are a mother. I am dicking around in Wizard101. I want to get to the end of Celestia, either by today or the next stream, before I just decide not to play on this guy for a while. That's about how it goes. I like to swap things up every now and then. I don't like to continue on with the same thing every week. Unless I'm just like really into it, you know? I'm gonna kill the steam valets. This is where that life prism will come in handy. It's pretty interesting. I think these are like the first life minions that I'm gonna have to fight in this game, or in this world. So, you know, actually they only have 1,000 health. Let me see what a regular forest lord looks like. I don't remember if they have 80% life resist or not, or if that's changed. So I'm just gonna take a look. If not, if I don't kill, I can just log out, log back in, and then fix that. They immediately spam death shield, so if life convert is going to be a strategy, I'd have to go first round. But man, I had a pretty easy time farming for everything. I actually got set up. I used like 6 wooden keys to try and get the zigzag amulet for my healing setup. Fucking didn't get anything. And then like a day later, I was farming with some guys for wooden keys who were also doing zigzag and wanted the amulet, and got it on like the first try, and then spent like 3 hours just collecting wooden keys with them before using them all. I actually didn't get that many keys. Also, it looks like they died. I wasn't paying attention to the damage, so hopefully just to empower into a forest lord will work. But yeah, I'm kind of tanky now. Or, not tanky, I'm kind of strong now. Once I get level 60. I'm interested to see what the atavistic gear looks like. It's kind of hard to like compare it when you don't have it in your inventory. That's really my main reason for wanting to stream on this guy so much. It's like started Celestia, did Grizzleheim off camera, ended up getting to level 60 because Winter Tusk gets you a lot of levels pretty fast early on. I barely used my level 50 gear at all. Actually, that's not true. I did use my level 50 gear in order to get through like Grizzleheim and Winter Tusk, so it was 10 levels useful, just about. Or more like 6 levels useful until I hit level 56. But even so. That is it. But yeah, in order to craft level 60 gear, I am going to have to farm a bunch. I think I'll start off with like farming Mithraea and Big Salgio and shit. Just to see like how good their drop rates are. I've heard that they're not that great. But then again, I see a lot of people running around with atavistic gear or what you call it? Or like bygone gear. And you can just sell the bygone gear, which is how you have the Thamen ring. Which I don't even think I used the Thame. Well, let me grab that. I like reagents. Yeah, I feel like they got rid of a lot of enemies too. There should be like a ton of these motherfuckers walking around. What am I doing in this area? I know we came here, find another piece of the portal, and currently there's some issues with the mechs running rampant or whatnot. But aside from that, I honestly have no idea why I'm here. Aside from that. Where's the teleporter? I could have farmed for the Zigzag of Fame, but honestly, it's not that good. So I just kind of left it be. I did get the Zigzag ring, but you get that pretty easily from fighting Isfits. So, you know, it's not even that good. I think, let's see. Yeah, this is like the ring from Zigzag. But even then, it's like not even really that much better than Actually, I choose the Warden's Band over that just because of the extra 4% incoming outgoing. There is block, but you don't really need block too much. Like half the time you get crit on anyway. I don't think there's a way to get 100% crit block anymore, so it's not really a stat worth going towards. Keep trying to walk all the way back to this motherfucker. There we go. So we got Drowned Dan sigil over there, and I think one of these doors is for the myth quest in order to get Medusa. I think you have to get like a silver shield or quicksilver shield for the level 58 myth quest. Please let me press X on the thing. There we go. This one's so weird how it's like you have to press X in a specific order. I feel like that needs to be changed, but honestly, it's not even that big of a deal. It's just weird. That galvanic field will keep the water matons out or whatnot. Speaking of water matons, let's go fight them. Pretty sure these guys used to have like 12 to 1500 health, about the same as these guys. So, see what happens. Not a great area. See. No, I think I'm just gonna swap realms. This is not where I want to be for pulls. There we go. Perfect. 2 of them right there. These guys have 1,000. Yeah, I think right now I'm powerful enough to where just a crit Forest Lord just kills instantly. So yeah, we'll be flying through this area. It's like I fuck around with these guys for a little bit. I'm about to go to the next area where I have to kill a bunch more. I have to do a couple more mob fights, go into a dungeon or two, and then I fight the, I think it's a fire boss or something, like a fire mech. And then I go to the Crustacean Empire. We get, what is it? We get a piece to the Solarium portal, and then we get asked to go past the Solarium portal all the way to the Crustacean Empire, dick around in the Crustacean Empire, which honestly feels like it takes ages until you remember that fucking Azteca and Chrysalis exists. And then, yeah, we just mess around down there in the Crustacean Empire. There's like a part 1 and a part 2 to the area. There's the Crustacean Empire part, and then there's the bit where we try and find the portal piece with like Calypso and the dead pirates and the fish and whatnot. I'm excited to do the last dungeon of the world. Fuck it, I'm already like halfway there. I'm interested to see how much the final dungeon has changed, because honestly that dungeon was a bit of a pushover. Like, the only issue that I can think of that I had there was that Mithraea, the final boss, will just constantly put the accuracy debuffs on you until you land a spell. But aside from that, Ptolemos was easy. The first Celestial boss with the weird little chain whip thing, or Morning Star thing, is pretty easy. Like, that whole dungeon's just a breeze. The puzzles aren't even that bad. Gotta go defeat more Watermatons. Not telling me why. Not sure why it's telling me to go all the way over there when there's some here, but you know, might as well take a field trip, see the new area. Watermatons are to the right, I think. Technically, yes. You know what? I'll get into a fight with this guy. Pretty sure, like, by next round I should be able to kill. Assuming... Okay, cool. There he is. I always hate slow-moving mobs. The ones that just, like, take their fucking time. You know? Just never fun to deal with them. I also think I need to change up my color scheme. Because, like, the brown is kind of clashing with the gold right now. I don't really have any options for good healing wands right now. I have to wait until, basically, till I get the Sword of Kings, unless I just happen to have a low-end version of a healing staff somewhere. I don't think that I do, though, because I know that, what is it, the Tiki staff that I have is level 130. Oh, that sucks. Why did that one spawn in so fast? Oh well. Yeah, there's the Tiki staff, but that one is like level 130. I do not have the Mandolin of Evermore, which is a wand that I really want, but I just can never get it to drop from the Grand Tourney Gauntlet. What other things give outgoing? Actually, not a ton. I know there's another wand from a Christmas pack, but I don't have that. And I'm not going to spend money. I'm waiting for... Oh, fuck. That broke. I'm waiting for a certain pack to come back. I forget which one it's called, but it gives some really good stun resist gear. Like, I think the helmet has 30 resist to stuns at level 80. And then the armor gives 33%. Pair that with another pair of boots that I've completely forgotten about, and I'll basically be at like close to 90% stun resist without pets or jewels or anything like that. Which is one thing that I want to do, just so I can see how good like stun immune is. Because like, if you're playing a support wizard but you don't want to be a healer, stun resist is probably going to be your best bet for certain mobs. I don't know, it's one of those things I want to dick around with just to see. Like, who was I fighting? You know what? It was Malice. Overlords and I were fighting Malice, and the entire time I was like, man, this wouldn't be so bad if I had some fucking stun resist. The whole reason why I'm looking into stun resist gear now. What pack did it come from? I honestly can't remember. Wizard101. Oh, I'm running into a wall. Hold up. Let me get into a fight before I look at this shit. Use gear works in the science center. I think that's in the main, or the first initial area. I'm probably like halfway done with this area. Just about. I could leave a port to him, but honestly, the teleport's not that far away. I'll look at that piece of gear later. I just recently saw... I'm pretty sure there's a guy in the bazaar who just stands there in that gear. It's some weird, like, Mushu-looking armor that I just can't remember the name of. From a relatively obscure pack. Alright, let's go in here. No, I can't. I honestly just don't remember the name of it. Hold up. Wizard101. Stun resist. I'm gonna have to, like, backtrack so hard to fucking find this gear. It used to be in my search history. This is a forum post. I don't know why that exists. No, that's not it. Oh wait, I know what dungeon it drops from. Midnight Sun Pagoda. I've tried farming the Midnight Sun Pagoda, but it just takes a long time. I don't know that it's worth it. I'd rather just buy the packs. Sun Pagoda. No, I need to go back one. I know the gear drops from this one guy. Let me look at him. His name is Aizoku. And it is called... Which one is it? Not the boots. I need to look at the helmets. The helmets are the one that give the stats. From the Spellmental Cure and Sword pack. Is that one available right now? Hold on. No. Right now, the Spellmental Cure and Sword pack is not available. And that is why I can't find it. Or that's why I'm waiting to buy it. I might buy packs for it just so I can try and go for the gear. But see here, it is called, it's not those two, it's the Rokugo armor. It's the yeah, it's the helm. No, not that one. Whoops. Oyoroi? I don't know. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm not even gonna attempt that. The Oreo armor. Yeah, the level 80 helmet gives like 28. I think max tier gives like, is it fucking 33 or something? This armor set goes up to level 40. That's crazy. I don't know that I would buy that at such a high level, but it exists. Apparently, yeah, like hat gives 30% at what level? Level 100? Yeah, level 100. It looks like to be the minimum level that I could get, or that I'd want this. It also gives a little bit of energy, but The robe gives 33%, which is crazy. Like, that's literally a third of all the stun resist you'd ever need in one place. Pair that with a pair of boots that you can get somewhere for like 25 stun resist, or that give 25 stun resist, and maybe a pet, maybe some jewels. Like, you're looking pretty nice. I've already gone past the point where I need it to be. Oh, I know where this is. Like, I'm gonna look at this and realize that this thing needs a power core from one of the automatons walking around. Let's see. I need to get I also got the lounge lizards quest, so I'll be getting that probably towards the end of the world. Why does this take so long to register? I don't understand. This one is the water matons, right? Yeah, this one is like, hey, go fight some water matons. If I time the... Oh, wait, never mind. In that case, let me just swap realms for a better pool. It's a defeat and collect quest. I want 2 water matons. Right there. Perfect. That should pull me another water maton here in a second. And the next one will be the aquabots. And so I collect those 2 reagents, go into a room that has a lever that opens up the main room of this area, and then I'm done with this place. Yeah, I think I'll keep the zigzag road just because I'm not going to need power pit. Or, yeah, I'm going to swap around my stuff to where I don't have a lot of power pip on my gear once I get the side staff at level 65. Side staff, it gives 20% accuracy, no, 20% power pip, and then 13% accuracy, which is essentially just going to put me at like 30 accuracy, which would be nice. Use hydraulic channeler. Doesn't really make sense why the hydraulic channelers would be outside the room that they open the door to, in my opinion. Feels like they should be inside. What's up, Johnny? How you doing? Oh, that guy got really fucking close. Currently just questing through Celestia. I got through my level 60 gear grind with Waterworks and Zigzag pretty fast. And then once I get to the end of the world, either by this stream or the next stream, I will get to enjoy farming Atavistic gear, or whatever it's called. See how that goes. I definitely want the Atavistic hat, or whatever it's called, just so that I can have an updated healing hat with the shield pin. Plus, level 60, I get, like, instead of a 14% outgoing pin, it'll become a 16% outgoing pin. That'll be nice. And depending on its stats, it might be comparable to Waterworks, possibly. So I might be able to make that my main hat. We'll have to see. Yeah, I think Waterworks, I actually got done pretty fast. I think the same run that I got the hat... No, it was a different run. I got the hat a couple runs in, and then like 1 or 2 runs after, I got with a group that had like a max storm, and we just killed the boss like 10 times, and I got the Savory Shroud and the Robe and Boots, which was pretty dope. No Mastery Amulets, though. Alright. So now we have to use the gate control, but first I need this lounge lizard. He's somewhere. There he is. Do you know Malister Drake once had 100,000 HP? Yeah, I was like really early on in Wizard101's like life cycle. I don't know why they did that whenever like it was clearly leading up to enemies having like, I don't know, like Malister Drake being a rank 10 boss. Following that template should have only had 10,000. I don't know if maybe that was an error or if that was intentional. I guess maybe at some point they expected him to be like the final boss of the game and then change that. Not really sure what the logic there was, but yeah, I have heard of that. I did not, sadly, I did not get to experience that. I heard that fight was fucking crazy. Dude, I'd be surprised if you managed to hit 30k with all the buffs and other spells that you could have had in-game at that time. Like, with a single hit like that. No, I mean, I guess they've had the badge 1 in a million in for a while, so I don't know how ludicrous that actually sounds. Motherfucker's pointing at me. How dare you? What is it? Wizard101 has gone through a lot of changes, especially recently. With the changing of the Bazaar, they updated all of Celestia to where it's now baby mode. Like, this is, like, the easiest fucking thing ever. I don't even have to use converts on life enemies because they no longer have 80% resist. I hope at some point they fix and bring back the Portal of Peril. Because Portal of Peril is a really good idea. It just sounds like a lot of the statistics, like the specifics of like coding that into the game really fuck it up. Honestly, I don't know how hard it would have been, but if they had just like decided to revamp the entire dungeon for a very specific, like basically make it a completely separate dungeon than the Gauntlet one, while also keeping the same drops, I feel like that's something they could have done to fix that. But it sounds like they're going into a different direction with that. Oh, I'm stuck behind a loading screen. There we go. To the crystal reactor. Let's see. I am gonna throw away my convert, throw in some blades. Throw in a trap and a feint. This guy's pretty easy. I think he has like 5,600 health or something like that. Or maybe it's closer to 3,000. Anyway, I'm gonna stack up just in case. They did it because of enhanced boss events. It won't come back in 2009 or so, slightly more, making it have a chest. And over a decade ago, cheating was hardly a thing, and players were confused on how to concur. Sure. Well, honestly, nowadays people are still pretty clueless about how to do boss fights. The wiki exists, and just about every dungeon run you get, somebody's like, hey, what are the cheats for this fight? Rather than looking it up. But, you know, that's just how it is. What is it? One of the things I got to experience a couple years back was Shane Von Shane in his prime in Darkmoor. So Shane Von Shane in the Graveyards dungeon in Darkmoor. That motherfucker could potentially, if the cheats got set up the correct way, and if he just happened to cast it, he could Glowbug Squall. He could crit Glowbug Squall with all of his cheat blades into a fucking, like, just round one death match for your team. Like, your team could just die round one for getting unlucky. That shit was hilarious back in the day. And that's also the reason they decided to make it, like, to fucking nerf him. What did they do? I think they made it to where you automatically go first in that fight to avoid that, and then years later they got rid of crit, so it didn't even matter. What are rematch dungeons? Heard of them today? Okay, so rematch dungeons, as far as I understand it, it's basically like what are they called? Exalted duels. If you've seen Exalted duels, like, it's essentially the same thing, but it gives you access to different gear options that are pretty decent. Like, imagine, like, Exalted Rattlebones type level of shit. They're not always going to be, you know, level 100. They're going to be, I think that it goes up to level 70, in between, like, level 40 or 70, something like that. And basically, it's just a unique fight. You know, they call it rematch gear because they make you fight Morganth or Balistair or some other random ass bosses from Arc 1 and 2. Like, I think Hookah Cries Blood is in there or some shit, and he's just that person's just like a random ass boss. But yeah, you basically fight all of these people. I think there's CC Snake Tongue from like Safaria. Basically, it's just an exalted duel, a type of duel similar to an exalted duel. Don't know what that noise was about. And you basically just you know, you can do standard mode or challenge mode, so easy mode or harder mode that keeps you from using like AoEs and shit. And that's basically like an extra thing you can do. I know, let me see here. I know after you complete a certain badge, like Savior of the Spiral or some shit, you can get for free some things. Let me go to my house real quick, because I think I can show you like some of the gear. Although you can probably find the PvP version of it in the arena. Let's see. So Malistair's Thorny Band. This is a piece of gear that I got from fighting fighting the remaster gear, and this is like pretty good for level 160. I wanted it just because it has like that and then some other stats that are slightly different. Let's see. No, that's the archival theme. I don't really think that's valuable. The Umber Queen's Wild Totem. It's just another piece of gear with slightly different stats, slightly different cards. I don't know that I have any wands to speak of. But yeah, it's basically just like, hey, here's a weird-ass dungeon with some crazy shit. Go fight that if you're bored of not being able to do anything new in the game. And yeah, let me log out so I don't have to run that far away. By the way, you can get rewards from badges. Yeah, that's essentially it. It's like you can get free rematch badges from certain rewards after you complete like Arc 1 or an Arc 2 and shit like that. You can get gold keys. Like, it's just something extra. Like, yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. It's just something extra to do. It's bosses with weird cheats that drop relatively similar gear to what you can get at the end of the game or certain different spots throughout the game. Get a group of people. Honestly, that sort of gear farming might be more valuable than farming like waterworks. I haven't looked at the level 60 gear. If you go to the arena, you can see like different PvP gear that is essentially a 1-to-1 of that gear and those stats. Oh, yeah, I don't want that side quest. I love how it's like, hey, explore beyond the Solarium, and it just gives you a picture going into the Solarium, but we don't actually go to the Solarium. And yeah, we now get to dick around in Crap Alley 2.0. Check them. I saw a present. Oh yeah, I'll check that later. Like whenever I'm actually doing something that requires gold keys and shit, I'll look at that. Honestly, I don't want to open up the... What was it? I don't want to open up the some of them because I don't want in housing gauntlets just sitting around taking up space. Like these anglerfish real quick. But yeah, I'll get around to that. What is it? I like the what are they? I like the wands that are pretty good at high levels, but with triangle slots, just so I can get an extra 16% accuracy. Although square ones are not that bad either, because they give... I can get like plus 700 health with the square jewel, so it just kind of depends. It also gives you the ability to mix match gear sets. Like, let's say you want 1% more accuracy, or 1% more damage, or 1% more power pip. That one ring gives, but the other one doesn't. That is essentially what that exists for. Kind of like with the new Tokonaba gear, now that they've updated him to have level 160 or yeah, level 170 stuff for geared more towards like Pierce and PvP and shit like that. Honestly, not a big fan of the trendy Fairy Key Horde Pack stuff, just because it does not give power pip, and that is like super important. Saw a person earlier playing Wiz with the steering wheel. Well, that's interesting. This might kill. I've seen those. I like to watch challenge runs and stuff like that by a guy named Senza. He makes pretty funny content. It's like beats Borderland with the fucking Nintendo Gauntlet or something. I forget what it is. Me, I'm not much of a challenge mode type person. Although I am working on something stupid right now for a challenge video, but I've kind of taken a backseat to that. Or put that on the back burner just because I got kind of burnt out over it, because I'm not really doing anything fun at the moment. I'm just continuing on building a base underwater that lags every time I put a piece down. Eventually I'll get back to that, maybe next week. But this guy, I streamed on this guy, got him to level 50. Decided to do Winter Tusk, and I was like, well shit, I might as well get to level 60. Now I'm at level 60, I'm like, well shit, I might as well finish Celestia. How much health do these guys have? I think they originally had like 1500. What do they have right now? Less than 900 health. That's great. I need to change my deck. Still in boss mode. I'm really sad I wasn't able to get the level 60 life deck from Belosh, but I think it'll be fine. I don't really need accuracy on this guy, so that's fine. Full spell looks like angry Italians eating a pineapple on their pizza. Yeah, he's like, dude, what the fuck? And then just throws acorns at him. Speaking of... you know what? I might as well put like one life blade in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could go for another spell if I really needed. Yeah, I've done a few of the rematches, but not every single boss has a rematch version of it. It's just certain bosses. Like, who is it? I think there is a Malister one, a Morganth one. There's some random boss from Azteca called like Hookah Cries Blood. There is someone else, CC Snake Tongue, and then a bunch of others. Like, I'd have to go on a different character just to see that. But there's like 5 or 10 of them or some shit. I think there's a Mithraea one that gives like amulets with, or wands with triangle saws. It's been a while. It's been a while since I did them. I did a couple when they first came out, and I don't even remember what the cheats are. Like, they've all got different cheats and different stuff. Challenge mode, from what I hear, is not really worth it unless you're looking for specifically to challenge yourself and not have to use the same blade up AoE strat. Oh, there's not enough stuff over here. Alright. Getting membership this summer. Oh, nice. This is a fun little game to come back to. What is it? I think they're going to be starting Arc 5 this year. Oh, there's Malister, Morganth, Grandfather Spider, Dazon. Yeah, Arc 5. That one seems like it's going to be pretty interesting. Was it? If you haven't played Selenopolis, the story was interesting. The quest thing was not as linear as the worlds have been in the past. It was basically like the 3 streets approach, where you have 3 different streets, choose whichever one you want to go down, and then eventually it circles back to like the final boss or some shit. That was interesting to watch or to play through. And they did bring back bosses that have like unique drops for like pets and shit. That was pretty cool to see. I used to love farming bosses for pets and shit. Like pets, even key bosses like mounts and others like niche specific gear, I'll enjoy farming every now and then. We have a Twitch bot trying to say that there's best views. Again, something like that should get blocked by Twitch immediately. I don't know why they allow that. Let's see. Click on this person. Reports. Spam. Bots. Multi-million dollar, multi-billion dollar company can't put an auto filter on something that's so commonly fucking abused on their platform. Alright, let's see. Go to Nestor. Talk to him. I think this next quest, yeah, this will level me up, and then I can fucking go make my pet real quick. I'm gonna block this motherfucker on restream too. I haven't gotten membership in 2 to 3 years. Or in the past 2 to 3 years. I got you. Lots changed. Lots changed in the past 2 to 3 years. What is it? 2 to 3 years ago, I think they came out with Novus, didn't they? It was Novus, then Wallaroo. This past year was Selenopolis. Yeah. Yeah, that's about the same time frame. I'm currently trying to make a pet that has double resist, double damage, healing current, and then going to sock it on a life sniper jewel. So far, it's doing okay. The stats are about as good as I can hope to get them. I'm not going for like max stats whenever it's not required. Fuck it. I'm not gonna wait 5 minutes for an extra thing. Aldify, looking very nice. That means, oh, this pet just needs 2 damage talents and it's pretty much done. Get that real quick. I'm not gonna use my Mystic Dragon Fruit or anything just yet. I like to save those until I need to bump this stat up for accuracy at the very end. What is it? Have you seen the changes to the bazaar yet? They revamped the bazaar. They broke it for a little bit because they didn't like the fact that people have essentially been using it to, you know, trade reagents. Kind of. And then they fixed it because that was like the worst thing they could have done. That was like one of the worst changes they could have made for a game. Like, take away something that's been in the game for fucking years. Actually, speaking of which, let me go to the bazaar. I'm going to see if I can get a bygone wand. I think it only gives me like 1% more damage, but I'll need it to craft the wand, possibly. Or the top tier wand, which I don't even know the stats of. They made it to where the bazaar loads faster, which is great. It doesn't look like there's anything there. Good. Reagents. Nope. Alright, back to questing. You can buy jewels from the bazaar now, which is pretty crazy. Like, actual good jewels, aside from, like, some of the top tier stuff. What am I going to? Nuncio? Oh, this guy's an ice boss, I think. I'll grab that kelp. Wait, I had a friend, or I had finished Wiz at the end of Lemuria, and the level cap was 150. Novus wasn't existed, if I remember. So yeah, maybe like, yeah, no, that's about the time frame. I think this year, November, would mark 4 years since then. But yeah, I think after Lemuria, it is Novus. After Novus, it is Wallaroo, and then kind of an intermediary world this year before they get into Arc 5 was Selenopolis. It was all about the moon and some shit, and celestial aliens and whatnot. Apparently, lore-wise, Celestians are like technically from this universe, but they're like also from outside the universe, which is pretty interesting. Oh, this is a boss fight. Whoops. I was not thinking at all. I probably should have had like a feint or something in my deck. It's fine. I think I hit for like 2k and then I can blade rat spin. These guys, oh yeah. Throughout all of Winter Tusk and Celestia, they basically removed an enemy's ability to tower shield. So that's something. I log in every day just to find someone to farm Exalted Rattlebones with other characters. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's always nice to find somebody doing a run for Exalted stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna go for Exalted stuff right now, or whatever I get this guy up. I think maybe the Crocopatra hat. Crocopatra is usually pretty easy. Rattlebones is a bit more difficult. Exalted Zeus is fucking crazy. Like, that is probably one of the harder boss fights in the game if you don't have an Incendiate strat team. Now we go back to Nestor in the Crustacean Empire. And now we find Thurston Plunkett, the motherfucker we were sent here to find. Each removing tower shields from enemy. I don't know about that. Honestly, tower shields were not that big of a deal. And it also did require wizards to actually think about how they were going to approach a fight with certain minions or bosses. And now the entire player base is going to be fucked. Or the entire new player base is going to be fucked whenever they get to Darkmoor and they find out about shields and debuffs. Unless they change Darkmoor. I don't think they've changed Darkmoor, though. Why am I... I'm not walking all the way there. Fuck that. I'm going to the teleporters on the opposite side of this thing. I don't know. Wizard101 has not been a difficult game. Aside from, like, learning new cheats. Also, they added more teleporter stuff around everywhere. So there's the Senate. I think I need to go to the Senate, right? No. I need to go somewhere else. The Senate proper is a new one. There we go. They could be annoying, but I mean, if you're just built different, you ain't even got to worry about a tower shield. Pierce treasure cards. What is it? Overtimes. Like, there were options. But, I mean, I get it. You know, tower shields do suck. Every school just needs the ability to learn Steel Ward, and the game would be 90% easier. Until you get Pierce. Yeah, there's also Pierce. Pierce was a good mechanic. Right now, we are grabbing the Sea Mold. What the fuck is this? I don't think I've ever looked at that before. That's weird looking. I don't think I've ever seen that model of whatever that is. Weird. It kind of stands out, too. Huh. Alright, I need one more thing of Sea Mold. There we go. Right there. I'd say the only time a tower shield was truly annoying was when it's a minus 90 shield that specifically cannot get removed until you kill X amount of enemies or whatnot. Kind of like with Nordry. Icians, where are they at? I think I'm just gonna go the other way. This is these guys, right? Yeah, the same guys I fought. Why does it say that they're 500 meters away? These guys are like less than 200. Oh, because it tries to go the other way. Merle kidnaps children. I mean, you're not wrong, but like, well, no, I guess even if a child were to go with him willingly, if they're underage, technically it's still considered kidnapping because children aren't allowed to make their own decisions because legally their brains are not considered to be like fully developed, so legally they're not 100% responsible for themselves. I think that shell is for a side quest. Maybe. I mean, it looks different. I've done all the side quests in this game at one point, so I honestly do not remember what the hell that was for. It just looked out of place, you know? But let's see. Oh yeah, I don't know if you know this. The voice actor for Merle Ambrose passed away. Grandmother Raven's voice actor passed away. That was a couple years ago. I think Merle Ambrose's voice actor died like a year or two ago. Really sad. I don't know why I'm trying to walk back. I have a port next to this motherfucker. But that's okay. Through the power of AI, we can rebuild Merle Ambrose. Or something. Technically, our wizards age are 16. I don't know about that. Well, I mean, if you show me where in the dialogue in the Wizard101 game where it says that, I'd believe you, but... Also, at least in America, 16 is still underage. Oh, these guys. I should probably throw in some blades. 1, 2, 3. Listen, that might be all I need to beat them. I'll throw in some feints too, but I think that's... Even with the 2 blades, I think it is just overkill. What if it turns out that all the kids that Merle Ambrose brought to the Spiral over the years are actually his own kids? Yeah, Merle's been laying pipe over the years. Just having a time. That's great. Is it fun fact? I just recorded the Azteca World video a while, or the Azteca World. What do I call it? Yeah, Azteca the movie. Where it's just all the dialogue from the game. Apparently, canonically, the only reason Morganth came to Celestia was to learn, like, astral magic so that she could manipulate the Comet of Xibalba, so that she could use it as a diversionary tactic to slam it into the world of Azteca, so that while we're dealing with all of the chaos that ensues from her decision to do that, she goes around in the background and collects the souls of the Lord of Night, with Malistaire resurrecting them and binding them to her, some shit. 16 because of graduation. Well, yeah, that's after he kidnaps us. Also, you don't know, we could have flunked a couple of times, or we could have... Actually, canonically speaking, we're probably ahead of our class, so we could be still underage. Although we did, technically, with the addition of Caramel, we did get a job. A side job, and then we overthrew our workplace environment in the communist revolution to make everything equal in Caramel. Well, that's hilarious to think about. There's so many weird things. I love it how our character is considered to be like this, you know, good guy Jesus character who can do no wrong, and then but the entire time we've killed people canonically in game. We killed Malistaire canonically. We have robbed ne'er-do-wells. Like even if somebody's a bad guy, you don't just get to like steal from them and beat them up. That is something we do on a regular basis. These guys are going through a civil war, and we have politically aligned ourselves with a certain crab faction and are currently ousting these guys trying to take over power. Like, our character is not as good as they make us out to be. But we saved the spiral, so, you know, whatever. I wish we would have gotten to see more of the old one. I wish he played more of a role than just being this philosophical hurdle in Lemuria. Actually, I'm pretty sure this marks like the halfway point in this area too. I might just be done with this entire world in like 2 hours. Celestia is not a long world. Like, how many hours is just the dialogue? I forget. Maybe like 3? I'm pretty sure that even though it's telling me to go that way, I'm pretty sure the exit is this way. The daughter dying. Wait. Overlords, but if it was, then why is the Arcanum life teacher... When in Arcanum's life teacher... What... Bobby eyes. The life sloth... They're not for... What the fuck is that sentence? Hold up, I need to reread that. Give me a second. I think it's just these guys again. It turns out that all of his kids, Merle has brought to the spiral over the years, his own kids. Mallory is not from our universe, though. She's from the Wizard101 universe. More specifically, she is the embodiment of Raven's love for Spider, that Raven herself, like, separated from herself. Like, Mallory is just technically part of Raven. What is life? I love that how you call him a life sloth. Technically, he is a koala. And also, yeah, no, that's true. But also, oh, I see what you're saying. I see. You're saying that we're not from that universe, like how Xander says. It took me a second to understand that. Yeah, but that doesn't mean Merle Ambrose couldn't have gone out. Just because Merle Ambrose left the galaxy to go fuck around doesn't mean that we're not automatically part of the universe. Technically, we've only... I don't know about that. Very specifically, after the fight with Malistaire... I should have just Forest Lorded. I don't know why I didn't. After the fight... We go into a fight with Malistaire, and he is alive. At the end of that fight, with no help from Cyrus or anybody else, Malistaire is dead, talking to Sylvia. Like, he's see-through ghost mode. Like, he died in that fight. We killed him. He then decides to move on with Sylvia, which doesn't make any sense because, technically, a knowledge crystal does not trap somebody's soul, specifically. It like, captures a recording of their essence to the point where a knowledge crystal being is not supposed to be able to interact with you like a normal person. It's basically like a pre-recorded message. So I don't know how the fuck Cyrus Drake managed to get Sylvia's soul to talk to Malistaire like how she did. Like, there's plenty of examples of knowledge crystal beings not interacting with us like how a proper alive or undead spirit would. Like, the whole knowledge crystal being thing is really hard to wrap your head around when there's so many undead and then so many other different types of, like, shit going on that confuses knowledge crystals with people who are just dead. If Merle has the power for people from another universe, then... Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he could be moonlighting as a stripper out in Las Vegas, and we would never know. Until we see that ad on the side of a bus. Sea Booter. I'm not going to walk all the way over there. I'm going to use teleports. Defeat Sea Booter. The Barbican. Yes, this is actually the area I wanted to go to. Let's go. Also, even though it's never specifically stated, it's very heavily implied that Merle Ambrose is a descendant of the Druids from Avalon. Well, this sucks. What the hell is up with this blue Bart son of a bitch being multiplied like 3 times in this area? I don't want to fight him. Oh, perfect. Right there. Nope, it pulled him. God damn it. I'm not dealing with that. That was not supposed to happen. Just, back up. Oh, perfect. This works. I don't know why there are 3 of the same boss walking around in this area. And I don't appreciate it. Also, apparently, if I understand it right, the new 5th arc is going to have either the main villain or main protagonist, aside from ourselves, be somebody who is from outside the Wizard101 universe as well. Because Kansu very specifically states that there was another person in a very similar situation to ours who he considered to be a bigger threat than us, so he wanted to deal with us first and gain, grind some XP before he went after them. So that, as far as I remember, I think that's how the storyline of Selenopolis went. I don't it's been like it's almost been a year since I played that, so, and I've only played it once. It'll take me a couple more playthroughs to like really get the story. Lieutenant Dan. Oh wait, no, it's Lieutenant Defoe. There I go. Collect some robots. This one, is there one in there? I don't think there's one in there. I think I have to go over here. Ish. Yeah, there it is. Stellar Protector. And then swap realms, because I'm not going to find 4 more. Or 2 more. Ooh, that was close. He almost got me. Is it... Why are we grabbing power cores? Oh yeah, we're grabbing power cores from these downed robots because Lieutenant Defoe wants to make cannonballs with them. Also, I don't know if Lieutenant Defoe is just a random-ass pirate that died in Celestia, or if he's, like, actually 100% part of the Morgantine forces that invaded Celestia that got shit on by the Storm Titan. Imagine 7-pip spell from any school becoming real. Well, we already have 7-pip 7-pip spells in real life that are real. Look at every other tree that exists. This is basically Bartleby. No, actually, never mind. He's now an 8-pip spell. Yeah, no, that'd be interesting. I'm not doing your side quest. Fuck off. I have to go fight... Oh, there are anglers, like, right here. I love how it's like, defeat 4 anglers and find 1 single map. It's like, does one of them have the map, or are there 4 different pieces of a map that I have to collect? You know what really pisses me off? Gobblers. I just don't like them. Not a fan of gobblers. Or Alfoy. Which, gobblers are just mutated Alfoy who got mutated from all the sugar and shit from caramel. They couldn't handle the fucking Twinkies, dog. They ate a few and then they just changed. Became real dumb too. Also, Nana makes candy with gobbler sweat imbued in it. That is a canonical fact. That's it. I can't remember if in Selenopolis, Khonsu says that he specifically like crash landed on Krokotopia, or if all of the Celestians in the Wizard 101 universe got stranded in the Wizard 101 universe. Because that would have some really interesting implications of the Celestians being from outside the universe, which I think that's what he said. It's just been a minute. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go fight this nerd. I think I should teleport closer to him. I'm not dealing with that right now. Let's see, the Barbican. Outer Barbican is where I want to go. They're pretty neat place though. I don't understand how this is underground, but whatever. What the hell is this? Oh, I guess that's like a side boss or something. Maybe. I don't actually remember. I still have a hard time wrapping my head around the, what's it called? The lore surrounding, like, the Egyptian gods from Selenopolis. I think I need to re-listen to that story, because it's very confusing. At least I didn't understand it the first time over. Like, apparently there's supposed to be his, like, avatars or some shit, but they're apparently based off of real mythological entities in the Wizard 101 universe, but I don't know. I just play the game. I don't understand it. This guy's fight used to be pretty hard because he had like all of his minions and shit throwing out tower shields. Now they use stun block to shield themselves. I think they replaced tower shields with stun block, so you'll just see an enemy use stun block like 3 times and have 6 stun block shields on them. Kind of funny. They're trying their hardest not to get clapped, and they just don't have the ability to do that anymore. Dude, I'm already at 3,700 health. My level 90 Storm is barely at 4,000 health, I think. It's so nice not immediately dying within the first 3 to 4 rounds of a fight. I'll use a feint. What are they gonna do? Tower shield? This is a neat spell, though. I like this spell. Even if it is just a reskinned fire dragon with different effects. Yep, there it is. The attempted tower shield. I'm cold as fuck right now, even under the blanket. Yeah. I don't like regular comforter blankets. I like those, like, faux fur... Not the really soft ones, but like the really old style faux fur blankets that are like really heavy. Those keep me warm in the winter. Throughout the rest of the year, I use just like a regular, like, it's kind of a thin blanket, but it's a newer, like, faux fur blanket. It's pretty light. I like to keep my room very cool. Not a fan of the heat, if I can avoid it. But I do like just chilling under a blanket, being all warm and nice. especially in the winter. That shit's the best. Like, wake up, you just feel really nice and warm. Everything else is cold and you don't want to get up. Especially on days where you don't have to get up and go to work immediately. That's the best. Damn, it's 2 o'clock. I had a really early day yesterday. I woke up, went out to the park to go walk around, went out to go run some errands and grab some food and some clothes and shit. Came back and it was only 10 o'clock. This morning, I went to bed at like 12. Woke up at 6. Played Wizard101 for a couple hours on my storm because I'm trying to farm for the Amulet of Divine Influence. Went to bed, woke up at 11, and now it's like 2:30. And I have to work tomorrow, sadly. This is the first weekend in a while where I've had 2 days off in a row. It's kind of nice. All I did yesterday was just watch YouTube videos and fucking... Oh, we're already fighting Calypso. All right. Yeah, I just watched YouTube videos and played Wizard101 and farmed for gear. You meet Merle IRL, or POV. You meet Merle Ambrose IRL. What'll you ask him? That's a good question. I don't really have too many questions for Merle Ambrose. I'd probably ask him what spells he has access to, or what school he is. That would be like my first like 1 or 2. Like, I don't care that he ripped me away from real life. That's totally fine. You know, I very much prefer to know more about him specifically. I'd also want to know what the fuck he did in Avalon to achieve so much fame and status. Because like by the time we see Merle Ambrose in Ghost Avalon, whenever he's like teaching a young Morganth and is, you know, good old pals with King Artorias, he's already a distinguished wizard. Like, everybody treats that man with so much respect. Like, what did he do to get glazed on so hard is what I want to know. Like, I know what he did. He technically, he like, I know about what he did, but I don't know what specifically he did. Like, even before he helped King Artorias ascend to the throne of Avalon, he was still like a very like top tier, way up there motherfucker, you know? So yeah, I'd ask him what school is he, what spells does he have access to, and what did he do in his early days of life? And maybe if he's ever had sexual relations with any of the teachers. Four questions, only one's mildly important. The others are just extra questions about lore. Like, has he and Melinda Wu gone on a nice date? That's what I want to know. Was it fun fact? Lydia Greyrose was initially intended to be the headmaster for the school, but I guess through what is it, crowdsourcing, or like what is that thing that you call it whenever you have like focus groups after showing focus groups like all the teachers and whatnot and telling them their rules. They're like, yeah, that small little ice lady doesn't really do it for us. Make Ambrose. Ambrose was supposed to be the ice teacher, so they essentially swapped their roles, which is pretty interesting. Lydia Greyrose got shit on pretty hard with that demotion. Merle used to be an ice teacher. Lydia used to be headmaster. Yeah, exactly. Yep. They were intended to be. They weren't canonically those. They were intended to be. But before the game's release, they swapped it up. Oh, I guess she drops the rings. Cool. Let me talk to her real quick. I am like half a level away from becoming level 65 and getting that side stuff. Let's see what she got. I'm not spending crowns on this, but I do want to know what she drops. Just pages of jewels. What is this? Oh my god. Alright, she does drop Shark Tooth. She does drop the Atavistic here, so I will have to fight her eventually. Or farm her eventually. What is the... 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 1 damage. 3 more crit. 2 more power pip. Actually, that's worth getting. Yeah, I'll be back to farm her. Go to the treasury. I think my teleport's already there. You think Malistaire was into... I'm not going to answer that. I don't know what Malistaire got up to on his own time. Oh, I just go talk to her again, okay. I'm not gonna fight her again, but I'm absolutely gonna continue this quest. Yeah, like 33% more of this bar, which, oh, that's about to give me 3,000 HP just from going to a chest. That's great. Once the game decides it wants to load, you know, we will get there eventually. I once spent crowns on Malistaire's chest on my death and got a death wand first try. Nice. Nice. What is it? I always wanted to back in the day, but I never did. I wanted a Jade Oni pet before before pets had like actual talents and certain pets became automatically better than others. But I always thought it'd be cool to have a Jade Oni pet, and I just never got one. I farmed him a couple times, but I never, like, you know. Actually, I should probably unsave that. Did I get any shark teeth? Oh, I did. I got 1. Let's go. I might pop, like, a crafting thing, double reagents thing, just so I don't have to fucking farm this chick 1,000 times. Is it this boss I'm about to fight in the Barbican? He is a life boss. You know, I should have gone to grab health, but I'm already here, and I don't think this boss fight is going to be too difficult. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the end of the Crustacean Empire, so I'm about to go into the Solarium and then the Trial of the Spheres. Nice. Let me throw this in there. And you know what? In case he death shields first round, I'll throw in Pixie. You know what? I should have added more than 1 convert. Why? Alright, well. Get rid of that and throw in a blade and see what happens. I don't know why I thought 1 convert was gonna allow me to pull it first round. But he didn't death shield, so I'm looking pretty good. Oh, the Darkmoor Malistaire. I got you. Fun, like, true story. I did Darkmoor one time on a storm and did not get anything from the Malistaire fight, but within 5 attempts, I got the boots, the robe, the hat, and then the wand. It was great. I spent like maybe 1,000 crowns on that because it was like 50, then 100, then 250, and so yeah. It was great. Don't need that. He's does not have a feint on him, so I'll probably use that blade and then Forest Lord. Which, you know, it's nice. Also, on one of my character runs, like my first ever balance that I got to level 90, I got the Amulet of Divine Influence, like the first run that I ever did with Hades. On him, at least. I had already farmed for that on multiple characters before him, but it's still pretty cool to see. However, on one of my ice wizards, I could never get the Malistaire robe. I probably farmed him like 50 times and just got super unlucky. To the point where I had to like just move forward until we got... I had to move forward without having the Malistaire robe, which was really sad. That's whenever Wolf and I met in game. We met in Avalon and then essentially quested our characters to max. I think the end of Imperia was... It was either the end of Imperia or the end of Caramel is where we stopped. And then pretty much every year we get back together and dick around with shit. We got a shark tooth. That's... Is there really only one shark tooth for fight? Are you telling me I have to fight this motherfucker 80 times? Zeke lives in your backpack? Possibly. He doesn't really pay me rent, sadly. Yeah, I guess he only drops like one reagent every time. That sucks. He drops the Thames, which honestly, 2 more damage for no real change in other stats is not really worth it. I don't think I'm going to farm him. Actually, I might farm him because like Calypso takes a while to walk to. I don't know. It kind of depends on as to whether or not I get that Atavistic ring first. I think I'll go for the ring first, and then, you know, see what happens. I'm going to Thurston Plunkett. Dude, Zeke is, like, watching us with the drone. Every time we pick up a piece of gear, he, like, marks it down. And then whenever our backpack is overflowing, or whenever we have exceeded X amount of gold, he's like, hey, by the way, buy some shit or sell your shit. 86 out of 150, that's not bad. Why did it give me that crafting quest? That was weird. Alright, boom. We have access to the Solarium, and then Trial of the Spheres comes up next. Please let me go forward. There we go. I'm pretty sure this next dungeon will level me up, hopefully. And then the dungeon after that, I'll be able to equip the side staff. Possibly. Actually, hold up. Let me look at my Lounge Lizard quest, because I might be able to use that to level up too. There's Storm Riven, Portiso, Crustacean Empire. Where's the Portiso? That's not... Oh, I know where that is. Wait a minute. So Storm Riven, Crustacean... Oh, well, fuck yeah. I'm just going to do the Lounge Lizard quest real quick then. That'll level me up. Almost. Let's see. We'll go to that one, then Storm Riven, then the Portiso, because I know where the Portiso one is. I just forgot to get it. Gotta go. Going to sleep. Alright, you have a good one, dog. I will catch you later. Possibly. I don't know. It'll probably be a while before I stream on this guy once I beat Celestia. Where is the lizard in this one? I think it's over here next to Calypso. I didn't even think about that while I was here. Luckily, I grabbed the one from the Science Center, so that one's fine. I think the lizard is either on this left side or the right side. Maybe. Unless it's in a completely different... Oh, no, there it is. Boom. Lounge Lizard. I love how swanky they are. He's just... Let me move a little bit closer away. He's just... Where'd he go? He's just swanking himself, swaying around. Anyway. He reminds me of Andrew Ryan from BioShock. Those little lounge lizards with the little fucking mustache and the robes. Even though Andrew Ryan was in a suit, but... Alright, so this one... I think this one is behind some buildings somewhere. I've got to remember which spot. Got Leland Hawkins. Crazy how close I'm already done with Celestia. I think it's the ossuary. And the lizard is either that way or that way? I'm gonna go this way just to see. This is not... This doesn't look correct, but it could be. There it is. We got a polymorph master. Not spending training points on that. And then yeah, Portiso, grab this quest, give it to Zeke, and then fucking finish up Celestia. I think I might solo it since it's not going to be that hard. I don't know. It depends if somebody's like currently doing shit. Like if there's somebody on team up, I might, but probably not. Let's see. Why can I not move? Oh, there's a dialogue thing. That's why. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm pretty sure the lizard is on this one over here. Yeah, because there's not a group of enemies over here. Perfect. That's all the lizards. Kind of went back and got most of them up till the science center. We go talk to Zeke, and then we'll start the solarium. That's me at 82 out of 92. I need 10,000, which I should get before I'm done with this world. Let me see. Well, technically 9,500, but whatever. I'm gonna lock my level just to see. Yeah, because the dungeon also gives its own amount of XP. So yeah, I will level up from that. I'm gonna go defeat some sharks. What does Big Salgio drop? I think he drops the wands, and then Mithrea drops everything else, right? Or no? I did not get a pip. That sucks. Luckily, though, with them nerfing the mob health again, I can just rat spin my way through Celestia. Honestly, Fire Wizard's gonna have a real easy time in this world. But personally, I like Forest Lord just in case the crit fails. Let's see. I'm running out of things to talk about. Let me... Where's my marketplace stuff? What? Hold up. Didn't I just upload my ID like a couple days ago? Oh yeah, that's right. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, that's right. I was going to try to unlock the door before I realized I have to go to the door to realize it's locked. May take 1 to 2 minutes. Interesting. Apparently, they kicked me off the Facebook Marketplace because they needed to verify my age. Gotta love that. It's like I uploaded my ID several days ago because they asked me to upload it, and now they're just like, nah, seems fishy, dog. Let's let our AI filters determine whether or not you're a human. All right. Anyway, back to what I'm doing. See. Dude, somebody's selling a whole roasted pig on Facebook Marketplace for $100. Oh wait, it's roasted pig or lamb. That's interesting. Like over a fire and shit. That's crazy. $750, I can get a yellow moped. Damn, I would have taken that offer if I'd seen it like 3 months ago. Like probably just as old. Oh no, this is a 2005, so it's significant. It's about 4 years older. Looks in pretty good condition though, but I've already got a moped, so I don't need that. What else we got? Facebook Marketplace has some weird shit on there sometimes. Man, somebody's selling just a whole bag of multicolored skateboard wheels. That's interesting. Motorcycle tires. For $25, I can get a 19-inch tall King Kong thing. Did I not walk through this, man? Like, come on. Fight me. Don't run away. Oh, hey, look at that. He's got big boy pips. You'd love to see it. I don't think he can earthquake, though, so I'm going to throw that on there. Somebody is selling tiki fuel for $5. I assume that's per bottle. Got anything else cool? $12, I can get a maple tree sapling. Plant that in a yard. Make a maple tree in like 30 years. Oh. I don't know that I have enough damage to kill this guy. Might have to restart this fight. For some reason, I thought they'd be weaker. Dude, $50, I can get a Jesus painting, which doesn't really look like a normal Jesus painting. This one's got a bit of a different hairstyle to it. $20, I can get a mushroom cat sculpture, like one of those scratching post things. $50, I can get a workout machine. $40,000, I can get a food truck. Or a food truck trailer. Not even the food truck itself. It's just like an attached trailer. I don't know if this is going to kill. Hold up, I might have to flee and come back. That's pretty sad. If I had one more blade, I probably could have killed. We'll see. We'll see. $695, I can get a rare olive wood sculpture of some guy. Alright. Oh, cool, he's dead. That... I'm so glad I did not have to go back and redo that fight. Just throw those in there, and a feint for good measure. This one's a life boss, I think, and apparently is impervious to getting pulled. What is up with these sharks and their hitboxes? Or hit detections? I did not pull my convert. And he goes first, so he might death shield against me. Oh, there it is. Please don't death shield. Nice. I'm getting really lucky so far. I barely managed to outdamage the guy, the previous one, and this guy I just did not set up properly for him. $13,000, I can get a 2024 4-seater go-kart. Or wait, no, 5-seater. Somebody can sit in the middle. The $15 for a skateboard. $3 for new lunch trays. I don't know how that would be applicable in your everyday life, but that does exist. $1,000 for a massage chair. $5 for a retro vintage decorative. What is that? Record player. It used to be $10. For $6, I can get a concrete mushroom, unpainted, that I can put around the yard. $80 for an unpainted Boba Fett helmet. I don't know if that's life-size or not, but... Oh, cool, he's dead. The Celestian Noble Chair, what does that look like? Furniture? Oh, that's pretty neat. You know what? I should have added a heal. Just so I can, like, heal myself. That's fine. What else we got? $50 for a longboard. $600. A lot of 8 Samsung computer monitors. Dude, that Alvin and the Chipmunks Theodore 3-foot statue is still for sale, and they've marked it down from $1,000 to $700. That's interesting. I honestly don't know anybody who is that big of a fan for Alvin and the Chipmunks that they'd want a fucking life-size sculpture. There's probably some freak out there who is like really into Alvin and the Chipmunks, though. $15 for a Guitar Hero guitar controller. Let's see. Used to be $4. For $2, you can get tomato plants that are basically already started to grow. But basically just saplings. This should kill, hopefully. Do I have potions? I don't think I have potions. That's alright. I can just heal myself immediately for Big Salgio unless he just like does not kill me fast enough. Dude, $100 for some sod. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. I don't do landscaping. Alright. What are you talking about? This is the Sunstone. Do I have to... Oh, you know what? I have to do them in order, I think. Or in a specific order. That's kind of dumb. Whatever. I don't think it's whichever boss you started first. I think I just happened to go in that exact order. That one's blue. This one is red. Does this one stay yellow? Or does it change colors? No, it stays color. So I assume that's the Sun School, the Star School, and then the Moon School symbols. I'm going off of colors. I don't know if that actually like does anything. Hey, look at that. We get a first-time Morganth cameo. We will not see Morganth specifically. Oh, I do have potions. Let's go. When did I get potions? I thought I was completely out. All right. Wow, Big Salgio has less health than like all of the other bosses before him. That's pretty sad. Honestly, might be able. Oh no, because if he crit blocks, then I'm just gonna waste my spells. It's fine. This is not a hard boss fight. Oh no, it kicked me out of Facebook Marketplace again. Why is it not giving me access to Facebook Marketplace on my main tab? Weird. Dude, for $100, I can get a 9-foot tall werewolf Halloween decoration for my lawn. I think I'll faint into blades. To be honest, I probably didn't even need to heal. $10 for a Kirby Nintendo hat. I don't know anybody who looks at Kirby and says, that's my favorite cartoon character. Like, he had a TV show years ago, but I don't think Kirby is just like some random staple character of the Nintendo universe. He's not really like his own thing anymore, is he? Do they make Kirby games and Kirby movies? Like, he's not on the level of like Sonic or Mario anymore. But he's very iconic because he's just a giant fucking pink blob. Dude, for $250, I can get... What the hell is that? An Xbox Series S? And a skateboard? What? Okay, apparently this person just listed 2 items on the same ad. That's weird. Yeah, this should kill. Was it? This guy drops the wand, so I'm hoping I get that. Or even the bygone wand would be good, because then I can just use it to pity craft. Let's see. I don't think the stream has died yet, but I'm also not been paying attention. Oh, just 11k right off the bat. I didn't even need like half those debuffs. Hey, Autovistic Life Staff. Let's go. Got Shark Tooth. Well, I don't have to farm this guy anymore. That's great. I did not want to have to farm him to begin with. Nice. I'm going to lock that. What does that look like? That is 10 damage, 4 pierce, and crit. So that's just a direct upgrade. So now I can retire that, and that can be used for my damage stuff. Let me see what else he drops. Is it just the wands? Oh, he does drop the decks too. Are there any triangle decks? No, they're all circle decks. Okay. Well, if I need to craft a deck, which I'm probably not going to, that's fine. Nice, we got a new wand, and I'm pretty sure this levels me up too. So now I can equip the side staff, meaning that I won't use this wand like at all. Kind of neat though. I like the little particle effects. Oh wow! Apparently I gained 36,000 XP somehow. Hold up. 7,000 of that was from Zeke. So where did the other 25,000 come from? Is that just from... Huh. Yeah, so this was the Zeke quest, I think. Did I get XP before this fight? Or maybe it was multiple different... I wasn't even paying attention. Alright, well, let me leave a mark right here and go level up my pet real quick. And we'll finish Celestia. It's been a very productive stream. Can't wait for this guy to sit in my character slot and just sit there for the next, like, 3 months before I get back to questing with him. Oh, you know what? Hitting level 65, I'll be able to equip the Thornwood stuff that I got from Mirror Lake. I know I've got some gear from my life guy at that level. Honestly, if I could get a good triangle deck, I might not even need the side staff. Thing is how I currently have a pretty high amount of power pip already. Because it was at the Spirit Schools... get a lot of power pip. The what are they called? The elemental schools get more accuracy. from their level 60 gear, typically. I don't know. I'll have to see what the Atavistic life gear looks like. Does this level it up? It does not. I need like one more pet game before this levels him up. That's fine. That's the wrong option. So let me look at my stats real quick. Actually, let me teleport to Celestia and then I'll look at my stats. This gets me up to 88, but honestly, that plus 2 extra damage doesn't really mean anything. Trial of the Spheres, and then useless side quests. So, I could absolutely start swapping stuff around so I have 100% power pit. Oh, let me see. This puts me at 109, so I can get rid of some power pit if I wanted to. Like, I could probably throw on Vibrant Chieftains, maybe? No, I don't want to lose all that resist, though. What about this? I lose 2 resist, gain a little bit of damage and more accuracy. More health. That's not a bad... That's not a bad swap. I need to change the colors, though. What about boots? This one I'd lose 8%, but I'd get some really good incoming, but then I would also lose some damage and resist, so I think I'm going to keep those. That puts my damage up to 79. Resist went down a little bit. I've got more accuracy now, and I am still 3% power pit. Or still pretty close to max, so... 7 versus 14 versus 8. And I'd be at 99 and I'd lose damage, but I'd have some outgoing incoming. Nah, that's not really worth it. I'd rather keep that crit. I think this is what I'm gonna go with right now. I like having high accuracy stats and then max power pit. It's just real nice, you know? If you can't fizzle and you can't fail pip, then you can just kill everybody all the time. Is it this one? I think you just hit all of these once and you automatically win, right? Also, the soundtrack in this area, pretty good. And then, boom. Yep, that one, that was correct. Yeah, you just hit all of those once, and it just, you just win. Listen to that soundtrack, go, baby. Crystals and shit up there, that's weird. It is a Sunday, but that's fine. That one's good. And then, what is this one? I think this one I just moved shit as well, right? I want them all to be in line with the blue one, right? Automatically move them each one, or... Oh, alright. Not really much of a puzzle on that one. It's just like, hey, extra obstacle. This guy, I don't know his current cheats, so I'm just going to plan ahead. Going to Pierce. That should be fine, I think. Oh, you know what? Is he life? I think he's life. Hold up, let me swap that out. Astreus, that's his name. Yeah, I think he can polymorph into several people. Also, he has the... Whatever dialogue option he uses will determine, like, which person he polymorphs into, I think. Which is weird, because he's a Star School boss. He shouldn't be polymorphing into anybody. I'll go with this. I mean, that's something they should have put with the other guy, right? Or maybe it's the type of minions that he summons. Yeah. Talamos. That's not Talamos. That's fine. I don't really need this in that case. Here's that real quick before he can shield again. I think he is... Wait. I probably should have checked his stats. I forget. Wizard101 Astreus. I'm gonna be real sad if it turns out he has life resist. Oh no, he has incoming boost to life, but he has 80% storm resist. Are you kidding me? That's nuts. Let's see. Throw this on there, faint, and then that should be good. This guy's kind of a pushover. His big deal is like he summons minions and then has a shield. Like that's pretty much it. Anyway, back to Facebook Marketplace. Let's see what other weird shit they got on there. Let's go Lego Rayquaza statue for 20 bucks. Ceramic mask. Doesn't really look like anything I'd know. There's a Zatch Bell plushie 4-pack. What was that anime about? I don't think I ever watched that. I used to see cartoon or what's it? Commercials for it all the time back in like middle school. I've never watched that anime and I've never really wanted to. The $300 used to be listed as $900. You can get both beef shares, so quarter, half, and whole options. So apparently somebody's just selling meat on Facebook Marketplace. For $1,000, I can rent out a mobile work pod, studios, and more. Looks real nice. Not gonna lie. Honestly, if you could like hook that up to like a regular power source, you could get like two of those. You could have yourself like a mini house. Oh, cool! They're dead. A lot of people selling like catering type foods on Facebook Marketplace. What did I get? I don't think they've updated his stuff. What the hell is a star amulet? Oh, it just gives life spells. Okay. Did he drop anything good? Or is this just like the OG stuff? He drops exalted duels. That's interesting. He drops the OG level 58 stuff, which no longer has any value for the most part. Oh, you know what? That reminds me, I have to get the level 58 or level 56 life resist gear. I completely forgot to get that for my gear sets. Alright, so this one, pretty easy, I think. Depending on how much health they have, I might just be able to rat spin my way through all of this. He gets a bridge. He has a bridge. That almost fell over. Jesus. Alright, I'll do these two mob fights and then just kind of circle my way around. Or I can do this mob fight, go to the other mob fight right next to me. Oh, he has 12,000 health. Okay, that's, or 1,200 health, that's fine. Then at that point, I might as well just use a Forest Lord. Guaranteed kill second round unless I get a debuff. $15,000. I can get a 2013 Ford E450, which is just a Ford truck with a goddamn boxcar on it. Another ad for Mother... Why are they advertising for Mother's Day? Barbecue food. That's interesting. I don't know anybody who would think to themselves, I should go on Facebook Marketplace and buy my mother food off Facebook Marketplace rather than going out somewhere nice. Also, there's no way to verify, like, this, like, the food safety that they use for that. Like, it's probably just some asshole cooking food in, like, their kitchen, doing it however they feel. What else they got? Perfect. I feel like my game is delayed by like 3 seconds as it like walks me through an enemy. Kind of weird. If for $250 I can get like a 1.5 foot tall action figure of Sentinel and Galactus from, what is that, Marvel? $30 I can get a ficus bonsai plant. What else we got in here? $3 I can get a shaved ice cream. I don't know why they're advertising this on Facebook Marketplace. Oh, you know what? I think they're advertising the fact that they have a booth to sell shaved ice cream. That's interesting. Honestly, that would be pretty easy. All you'd need is some shitty ass machine from like what is that crappy website? Temu. You just need some ice shaver from Temu, and then get some dinky looking thing, like some kiosk or something. That's probably not a bad way to make money, but also I'm pretty sure you'd still have to have a food handler's permit. So take that as you will. I don't think these guys have, like, accuracy debuffed me or damage debuffed me at all. I wonder if they just don't have that ability anymore. We got poison. I'm actually okay with that. That gives me a higher chance to trigger my heal. What else we got? Somebody's advertising housekeeping services for $80. I don't know if that's per hour, per day, per house. I'm also not going to click on the listing. Oh, that was fast. Yeah, we'll throw out... Get these guys their weapons real quick, and then I'll fight this last fight, give them their weapons, and then fight Alamos. The P is silent, I think. Did it just bring me back to the top of the listings again? People are still selling those really shittily made Minecraft pinatas. Like, one is a box of TNT that looks nothing like a box of TNT, other than the fact that it is mostly red, slightly black, with the white wraparound with black TNT written on it. And one of them is a creeper head, which it looks like they just made a green square and then cut out the eyes with, like, black paper. And the mouth. For $14,000, I can get a big old, like, military Humvee with. Those aren't even like actual metal doors. That's interesting. All right. That's all of that. I don't think I'm going to use a potion for this next fight. This one's pretty easy. One thing I will add, however, is another enchantment. And a Forest Lord. There's Ptolemos. Do we get a dialogue for you? We do. Alright, let me look at this guy just to make sure. I'm pretty sure he's resistant to death, myth, and ice. Wizard101. Ptolemos. Can't solo Ptolemos as a necromancer. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. He has incoming boost to... Oh, no, that's Astraeus. He has incoming boost to life and ice, but death he has 80% resist to. You know what? That post was probably made like sometime before mass prisms were introduced, so I guess that makes sense. During the first round, after each direct attack against him, he'll cast a 90% on himself. I don't know if that's like an automatic 90 or what. That'll be fine. If I have to restart the fight, that's totally okay. I'm pretty sure he doesn't do it until you hit him, so it should be good to, like, just blade up. Right? Yeah, no, he didn't cast his spell, so. Oh, you know what? I think it's like, what is it? He'll, oh. Alright. What if I... Where's my other blade? Oh, I don't have another blade. Wait a minute. It didn't say after a fucking charm. Did it? After each direct... A charm is not a direct attack against him. Apparently, I'm just kind of screwed on that one, so... Just throw that out to get rid of that, and hopefully he doesn't put on another tower shield. Why does me blading myself count as a direct attack against him? That doesn't make much sense to me. I think I might have to redo this fight since I wasn't prepared for that, but we shall see. I don't know, I might be able to clutch with like 2 Forest Lords. Apparently I forgot to add my enchants though. Yeah, like I just attacked him and he didn't put up another shield, so like what the hell? That's kind of weird. I guess no blading for this guy. Oh, I did pull another enchant. Okay, let's go. If both of these crit, he should die, because he's got plus 35% incoming for life spells. Or plus 30, something like that. Crit would probably get me up to 2k with my damage. Maybe 2.5, possibly? I don't think I crit. Why not? I'm not really prepared for this fight properly. 2,500. I think I did 1,500 with a crit. It might be closer to 3K. So I just need to crit my next one, otherwise I have to restart the fight. I wish all fights could be like the Vanitas fight, where if you kill his minion or damage him, he just surrenders. I don't think Ptolemos has access to, like, regular shields, does he? Alright. No. Apparently he only has, like, offensive hits and, like, a blade and a trap and a prism for some reason. Did I not crit again? Are you fucking kidding me? I have crit. Why is it not landing? Alright, well, I'll have to redo this fight. I'm not spending crowns on a minion. That's dumb as shit. Let me just, Okay, so apparently blading is no good, but... maybe traps? I don't know. You just throw in, like, an extra Forest Lord or something. Oh, you know what? Get out of my spellbook. What the fuck is going on? I have a Divum. Do I have anything against shields? I also have a Bruley Spruce. Bruley Spruce might be a good option. And then a reshuffle just for good measure. Hold up, let me pull up this cheat, because that makes no fucking sense. Unless they've changed it. It's not what I asked to pull up, and you know it. There we go. Alright. So the cheat very specifically reads, your charm has worn thin. During the first round and after each direct attack against him, Ptolemos will cast a 90% tower shield on himself. That did not happen. I used a blade and he used a tower shield, so clearly something's changed there. All enemy spells do not trigger the... oh, you know what? AoEs apparently don't trigger that. Never mind. You have charmed your win. If a wizard casts a charm, Ptolemos will remove all wards against him. I cast a charm. Hold on, I'm gonna double blade this motherfucker and see what happens. Because I'm not happy about the fact that that just did not work. The minion's back, but he's not that big of a deal. So if I just blade, he will shield himself. But if I blade again, which I didn't have another blade last time, he should just remove it. You charmed your way into my heart. If a wizard casts a charm spell, Ptolemos will remove all of his wards. He didn't remove his wards, he added a ward. A shield is a ward. I'm gonna throw this out there just to... So, do I have to put a trap on him? Because it doesn't specify harmful wards, it just says all wards. Indemnity will prevent trap removal once. Only the first 3 wards are removed from a multi-trap spell such as Spirit Trap. Multi-target spells such as Mass Fate will not trigger the cheat. Vaporize can be used to prevent this cheat. Global spells such as Sanctuary will trigger this cheat. Pet spells will not trigger this cheat. I don't know. I'll have to see what happens on my next thing. This should cause him to remove all of his stuff, right? But is he gonna put another one back for like no? Okay, 2 blades. Fuck it. If I had had one more blade, I could have prevented 5 minutes worth of bullshit. Die, asshole. Okay, so apparently there's a glitch with that cheat to where any charm counts as a direct attack against him, which should not happen. But or does he just cast it even if it's the first round? That might be where I fucked up. It doesn't specify whether or not it's the first round or if it's the first attack and each subsequent attack. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Move! I need to go past you. I like this little area. It's kind of neat. Nice. And then last one, and then I have to go grab all 4 chests, but that'll be not that bad. Probably could have gone counterclockwise, or... Oh, I'm going counterclockwise. I probably could have gone regular clockwise, but didn't really want to. Please get the fuck out of the way. Damn robot. Yeah, no, I feel like it doesn't really matter. And at about the same time. This soundtrack, though, is nice. Alright, Mithraea should be easy. You just... accuracy debuffs you, but I've got pretty good accuracy. Wizard101 Mithraea. Let's see. She's not resistant to life, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. How much health does she have? Oh, she only has 5,000 health. Yeah. I think, throw in a feint, maybe? Maybe a life trap. And, yeah, that should be good. I've got good accuracy. My pet can Maycast. I can cleanse myself. This will be fine. Pretty sure she gives +2 -50s that do not stack. Oh, no, it was only 1. Okay, well, that sucks. Pretty sure it was 2. Huh. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's not 2 in a row. It's like 1 every round or something. Or maybe 1 on the first... Maybe she just used her first round as a debuff. And second round or the cheat round was the actual debuff. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell Mithraea is. Like, I assume she's a Celestial, but she doesn't look like any of the Celestians we've seen. Now, I don't know what the Trial of the Sphere does. It's clearly a trial of the Celestial Spheres, but again, no clue. I think I might just Forest Lord as is and see what happens. However, if she uses smoke screen on me, I might just fizzle whatever spell I cast. Is that a pet? It is not. Okay, so she just puts a debuff on me every round. Or what the fuck was that? The cards align? Sure. Whatever. I've got 33% accuracy, I think, so basically 120 minus 30. So yeah, basically a 90 or minus 50, so 70% accuracy for a life spell, unless it's a blade. And that is why we have the side staff equipped. Oh, that just kills automatically. Let's go. Nice. I got a Bygone Balance Robe, 1 Shark Tooth, Shield Pins. Anything else? Do not drop anything? Or anything good? I feel like you should be guaranteed 1 Autovistic gear. I don't know. That's just me. Oh, she dropped nothing good. Okay, well. Oh, that's 135 for her chest? Absolutely not. Alright, so let's look at the hats. So this is what I'm looking at, right? Shield pin is kind of worth it for my healing set. I'm definitely going to get this hat, but it does not give any accuracy. The damage is lower. The crit is lower. I don't really need the power pip, but I guess it's good for like my healing set. Health is about the same. That's fine. Boots. You know what? This is Autovistic boots are probably better than the boots of E-Spirit. Gives more health, 1 less power pip, better. It actually gives crit, better block, same amount of damage, same amount of resist. Sadly, doesn't come with a shield pin, but you know, that's whatever. And the robe. Robe's pretty trash. Significantly less damage, less crit. Gives some more life accuracy, but not by much. I'm already taking a loss on resist since I'm swapping from my 12% with my E-Spirit robe to this. I don't want to go down another 2% if I can help it. No power pip, surprisingly. And then crit and crit block and health. Honestly, the robe is probably the weakest link in that. Cool. I don't know if I'm gonna farm her or I don't know. Let me check out the crafting situation. But yeah, that's Celestia. I've got more farming to do to find the best setup for what I want. There's 80, 80, 80, 70. I already have the one, that doesn't matter. 47, 47, 38. What does the amulet look like? Oh, I don't even need small pieces of gear. I just need shark teeth for this. What about these guys? Yeah, I just need shark teeth. What? I thought I was going to have to get like 9 pieces of bygone gear. Anyway, what does the amulet look like? 2% resist, triangle and circle. Honestly, would not be bad to have that. So we're going to be farming shark teeth a bunch. The ring. Ring I think I get from Calypso, so I'll probably be farming Calypso anyway. I might just get this as is. I probably don't have to make this. This is just a direct upgrade for what I want. Yeah, fame, I think I'm going to pass up because I don't like square sockets in places or in place of triangle sockets if I can avoid it. The deck is only circle, so I'm going to skip on that. Let me see my... There it is, 60 for 2% extra. It requires 6 shark teeth. That's not bad. We got some other pins. What kind of resist do I get? 5 for balance. That's worthless because balance almost never uses balance specific. That's 5 for myth. 5 for fire. So myth, balance, and fire. None of these other pins matter because I'm not going to be using any others. Well, actually, I can absolutely use death accuracy for feints. That's not a bad idea. This gives mana. This gives piercing jewels, which at 2% is not even worth crafting. Aside from this, actually all of these jewels I can probably get from crafting or buying from the bazaar or just a random mob drop, so that's not worth it. Cool, I think I'm going to go for the hats, the boots, and the amulet and ring, and that'll probably be it. I'm really glad I got that atavistic wand like right off the bat. That was pretty nice. That'll help for whenever I need to like crit or what is it, do a little bit of extra damage and pierce on enemies. I don't think I'll use it as my main one though. Side snap is still pretty good. Oh, let me go talk to Baelstrom, and I think that's going to be it for today. I think I'm just going to chill for the rest of the night. I've already had lunch. I don't need food. Might go grab a snack though. No, I've got stuff at home. Oh no, I might check out Calypso, see if anybody's farming her or that life boss. I don't think I'm gonna farm the life boss until I get the atavistic ring for life, because for the ring itself, it's just the Athame isn't really worth it in my opinion unless I get like a square socket that gives me health. And at this early level, I don't think that exists. I think it's just like crit block or flat resist or something rather than percentage resist. Talk to this guy and boom. We got this. What do you want? Time for some more storm weaving. I'll go check that out before I dip. I'm not going to start Zafaria. I don't really have a reason to do Zafaria. Get out of my inventory. Alright, let's go to Selenopolis and check out this additional storm weaving. I wonder if the new spells are like locked behind quest progression. It makes sense because Selenopolis itself is locked behind quest progression for weaving and non-weaving stuff. The big old bright moon. Alright, let's see what we got here. Where's the storm tree? Storm tree's all the way over there. Why has he got to be so far away? Actually, that last dungeon got me like 62,000 XP. A lot. What do you got? Rank 4 for a... Is that a trap or an aura? You know, I'm not a fan of the 1% pip cost, but this is 5% worse damage-wise than the 40% outgoing, 30% incoming thing. That's actually not that bad. What rank am I? Weaving novice. I think that means I'm level 1, so I don't know if I'm going to be going for that. What other spells they got? Let's see. It's more of this. This is rank 2. I can only have the spell for one specific school active at a time, so it's not even worth going for. This is trash because it's not a good balanced blade, and I've already got a blade. What else we got here? More traps. This is oh wait, no, this is a trap, not an aura. That's cool. Ice Centaur, clear 3 negative charms for... Interesting. Wait, what else did that have in there? I haven't really looked over the spells. Please let me talk to you, you depressed looking fuck. Aiga King. Gamble 3 of these for a minus 60 shield. Okay. We got this guy. This is just another trap. I don't really think that it's worth it. Fire gives nothing valuable. Okay. Well, yeah, I think that'll be it for now. I've beaten Celestia. I have Atavistic gear to farm. I will probably just farm the Shark Teeth and then craft it, because 80 fights against like an opponent that takes 2 rounds on a max character, or a couple rounds on this guy, not really that bad. I can like AFK that like as I watch something. So that'll be that. I need to fix my color scheme a little bit. It's not really looking the best. But yeah, that was a nice little run through Celestia. I'm surprised I got done with it so fast. It's only been like 2.5 hours. Which, Celestia is not a long world, so that's fine. But aside from that, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go dye my gear real quick, and then I'm just gonna be Atavistic gear farming. I probably won't play on this guy for the next little while. I need to get back to streaming Subnautica, because I'm in the middle of a challenge run, and I've just completely let that go this past week. I'll probably start up sometime like mid next week for that. Oh, this was fun. Let's see, what does my fucking forehead hat look like? No, not really. I don't want to do gold. Gold seems a bit much. Maybe... Maybe instead of light green, we'll do darker green. That looks a bit better. The boots don't match, but whatever. Anyway, that'll be it for now. I will catch you guys later. I'm going to go fuck off for the rest of the night. Have a good one.